All my life, I have been obsessed with horror stories and the supernatural, especially haunted houses. One day, I joined a secret horror group where people share their terrifying experiences. I was intrigued by a young man from my city who talked about his experience with a famous haunted house. This old house witnessed a gruesome crime. A father killed his entire family and then himself. Since then, strange things have happened there, and no one dares to live there or even approach it. About 6 months ago, the young man posted saying he had entered the house and took pictures. As he wandered through the house, he felt someone was following him. When he looked back, he saw a yellow balloon. As soon as he looked at it, it stopped, and he suddenly tasted something metallic in his mouth. He said he entered a bedroom that was dark and seemed uneventful. Suddenly, a terrifying ghost of a woman with no eyes appeared and screamed in his face. He wrote that he had a camera and filmed everything, but was so scared that he dropped it and ran out of the house. The last thing he wrote was a mysterious sentence: "The dead live there between life and death." I sent him a message, asking if what he said was true, and he assured me it was and more. We kept talking for a week, and I found myself growing fond of him. One day, he asked if I wanted to join him and see the haunted house for myself. I agreed without hesitation. The following evening, I stood in front of the house waiting for him, but he was late. My phone had no signal, so I couldn't reach him. After about 15 minutes, I saw movement inside the house and assumed he was waiting for me. I pushed the old door open, and the creaking noise sent shivers down my spine. The house was indeed terrifying, with black paint and broken furniture. I felt an intense negative energy in the place. I called out his name, but there was only eerie silence. As I walked down the corridor, I felt a chill in my body and noticed that my shadow on the floor was lagging behind me. I gathered my courage and kept walking until I reached the dining room, where the air turned even colder and the metallic taste returned to my mouth. Suddenly, I saw the yellow balloon silently trailing behind me. My heart pounded, but when I turned to look at it, it stopped moving. I entered the first room I saw, which was supposed to be a children's room, with old toys scattered across the floor. I heard children's laughter and a bouncing ball, but saw no one. Leaving the room, I finally saw the ghost woman Tarek had described. She was standing on the stairs with hollow eyes, her pale skin scarred and her jaw broken as if shot. She held the yellow balloon in her hand. Suddenly, the strange taste returned to my mouth. Shocked, I stood frozen as she approached me. Instinct took over, and I sprinted down the corridor.